All right, today on Strike a Chord, we are introducing Off the Fret, where Marissa and I fret about the issues being discovered in the world of music this week. So, Marissa, it's time to rock and roll.
Wait, I wasn't ready.
Hey, well, let's show them the new
Okay, ready?
Off the Fret. Here we go. All right, it's time to rock and roll. Well, Facebook plans to launch music videos starting Saturday after reaching deals with multiple music companies. In a company blog post, Facebook announced deals with Sony Music Group, Universal Music Group, Warner Music Group, Merlin, BMG, Cobalt, and other independent music groups to launch music videos on its platform. Quote, over time, the experience will become more personalized to your taste based on the artist you follow and videos you engage with, the post says. So, Marissa, do you see this as a benefit for up-and-coming artists or as a power grab move by Facebook?
Power grab move by Facebook, because I haven't heard the numbers for the artists, so how much money they're going to make. So
yeah. Well, it really sounds like, the record labels, they're really going to be the ones that benefit from it. And when I was originally thinking about the idea of like, okay, that's kind of cool. Facebook is going to add a music section. I'm all for it. I think it's just another tool, another outlet for up-and-coming artists to utilize that platform to be able to get their music across. Because if they're saying that, if let's say I watch a Slipknot video and then it shows me a new hard rock band that's in the scene because they're trying to collaborate with me with certain genres of music that I'm listening to through their platform, I think it's kind of groovy. It's nothing new that Facebook is doing with us. And you know the drill, we got to be moving on. Keep it by the track. So this is really cool. In a video interview with Rock Sound that emerged Monday, metal band Trivium is purchasing an airplane hangar to convert into a headquarter. Vocalist Matt Heffy tells Rock Sound that the group is buying the structure in Orlando, Florida, with help from the funds generated from their live stream concert last month. Ideally, Trivium's new HQ will eventually include rehearsal space, a recording studio, and a performance area. But Marissa, the thing is, it's unfortunate because not every artist has the luxury to purchase an airplane hangar. But do you think more artists will start to create their own virtual concerts online?
I mean, they're gonna have to. We're not everyone can set up and afford to do a drive-in concert. So virtual concerts are going to be the way if you want to try and stay savvy and anti-COVID. I know the punk rockers in LA are not doing that, and a lot of LA punk bands are throwing concerts again and backyard shows. It's kind of crazy. I'm going to opt out of it for now, but people are mosh pitting, sweating, drinking, no masks, and being punk rock.
No, I feel you. You know who's like past Strike a Chord guests that have been really good about jumping on that virtual train wagon, I guess you could say, is Nicola Alexandra, the singing violinist. She is very active on her Instagram lives. Another individual I can think of is Lily Joy, former The Voice contestant. She is phenomenal on there, and a rock group, Animal Sun. They are constantly playing acoustic pieces and giving you that stripped MTV Unplugged lifestyle. So I think it's pretty groovy. I'd like to see more happening, and we're gonna see what's up.
Do you think that maybe some bands could like get together and purchase their own air hangar?
Yeah, I know. Trivium, they got that luxury. They do. And the thing that people don't realize with Trivium is, especially with the vocalist Matt Heffy, he's actually partnered up with a streaming platform called Streamlabs, where he is actually the face of that platform, trying to advocate for people to use this software so you could stream your video games on to Twitch. So I bet he has connections, and he's going to turn his whole HQ into what I would say a Full Sail University stage. All right. right. Well, speaking of virtual concerts, whether it's an online festival in a game or Facebook Live, there's something for all music fans alike. We have compiled a list of virtual performances you can stream throughout the coming weeks while you continue to quarantine. The Rolling Stones have announced their weekly Extra Licks series, which will broadcast every Sunday on YouTube at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The band will stream past performances, including some rare footage. Every Monday night, Metallica will stream a previously recorded concert performance on their Facebook and YouTube channel, and NotFest website will stream a live performance from your favorite metal bands every Friday. And so far, they aired sets by Lamb of God. I just know that's my dad's favorite band. And Megadeth, which both featured live chats with members of the bands. And today at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitch, Roadrunner Records and QuakeCon have teamed up for a 3-day streaming event featuring performances from Trivium's Matt Hefe, Joyous Wolf, Higher Power, new music debut from Motionless in White, which I'm so stoked. That's my band right there, and much more. So, Marissa, I cannot tell you how depressed I am for not being able to go to a live concert this year. What about you?
Oh my God, right now it should be Rebellion in England in Blackpool. My husband and I were going to try and go. He might have played this year with them with one-way system. So like, I'm so sad. There's no concerts, no traveling, no fun.
I know. I'm not into this whole driving concert feel, so I have a feeling that we're just going to have to stick it with the virtual concert lifestyle. I know Steel Panther's trying to do a driving concert tour, and we'll see. They're getting a lot of crap because there's a lot of backtracks being played. So we'll figure out whether that's a groovy thing for us. And
I'm trying to time it. I'm trying to time it like right in between your sentences.
Hey, we're off the fret, girl. You can just hit that note and we'll be moving on. But this is really cool. Taylor Swift has reached a level of Billboard dominance never seen before, becoming the first artist ever to debut at #1 on the Billboard 200 and the Hot 100 in the same week. On Sunday, Folklore, her surprised 8th studio album, took top honors in its first week after moving a staggering 846,000 units, marking the biggest week sales week this year. Sorry about that, fam. Not to be outdone, her lead single, Cardigan, also debuted at #1 after amassing 34 million US streams and 71,000 downloads sold. Cardigan is joined by The One and #4 at #4. That's the song, The One. If anybody's confused and not a Taylor Swift fan, The One is at #4 and Cardigan is at #1. So that's incredible, making her the first woman to have 2 songs simultaneously debut in the top 5 of the Hot 100. What an incredible milestone for Taylor Swift. What do you think?
I agree. Well, I'm not like the biggest fan of Taylor Swift. I like some of her songs. I love her grind. That woman goes out, she writes her own music, she writes her own lyrics, she also collaborates, and she's always on the hustle. It's from her heart, her music, and we're seeing that pay off. So kudos, woman power, loving it.
She knows how to get her fans to follow. I mean, 846,000 units. Remember when we were complaining with rock bands only pulling 30,000 in the first week? If that doesn't give you a reality check, listeners, keep in tuned. Rapper Talib Kweli announced several weeks ago that he was stepping away from Twitter to focus on his Patreon, but a recent report suggests the move wasn't by choice. A spokesperson for the social media site told Jezebel that Kweli had been suspended following, quote, repeated violations. The confirmation came weeks after the Brooklyn rapper was accused of launching a harassment campaign against a woman named Maya A. Moody. The exchange between Kweli and Moody began almost a month ago after another Twitter user posted a list of rappers, including Kweli, who are married to black women. Moody responded to the list with the following tweet. Literally, almost all of them are married to light-skinned women, but that's a conversation for another day. Talib responded, nah, let's have this combo today. Are we talking all of my relationships, my children's mother as well? Or are you only talking about who you think I'm currently in a relationship right now? I mean, is any of this really any of your business? Which is a fair point, but that is only the beginning. In the following weeks, Kweli constantly tweeted at Moody, insisting he wouldn't stop until she apologized or deleted her Twitter. He also targeted her on Instagram, prompting his fans to bombard Moody with threatening tweets, not only against her, but also her family. But Marissa, is Twitter in the wrong for permanently suspending rapper Talib Kweli, or does this permit the right for a social media site to delete an account?
No, he should not have gotten permanently banned. I have seen worse stuff on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, the whole nine. Do I think he should have kept calling her out because of his fan base there are some crazy people out there? That was wrong. A suspension on it for him to get his stuff together, fine. But permanently banned? No, absolutely not.
Well, the thing with me, Marissa, is we're in the middle of a race war in America. Okay, that's the thing, and we got a black woman upset at a black rapper, African American, for dating a light-skinned woman.
No, dating a black woman. So it's not like a light-skinned, white person, Latinx. These men they are with black women who happen to be light-skinned. And that's a whole nother scenario on black, dark skin hating, light skin hating, dark skin amongst people of color. It is a narrative out there, and it needs to stop.
It really needs to stop, and it's absolutely crazy. But also, Kweli needs to get his shit together because he didn't realize this. And, you shouldn't be picking fights with any stupid fan. Ignore the message. You don't know them. Because what ended up happening was Maya Moody's parents are actually federal employees. So their home addresses is all over the internet. And if this doesn't sound familiar, like last week where the federal judge in New York pleaded in a YouTube video saying, please not post our home addresses online, because remember when the killer posed as a FedEx driver, shot her son dead after their birthday party, and her husband's still in the hospital to this day? This is no joke. And Kweli, get your shit together, my friend. Well, this is kind of crazy right here. Oh, did I skip ahead? No, I'm good. Spotify CEO David Icke faced criticism from musicians last week when he defended the streaming service's royalty rates, which is on the lower end of the well-known DSPs, during an interview with Music Ally. Quote, it's quite interesting that while the overall pie is growing and more people can partake in that pie, we tend to focus on the very limited set of artists, referring to reporting of views on streaming royalties. Quote, there is a narrative fallacy here combined with the fact that obviously some artists that used to do well in the past may not do well in the future landscape, where you can't record music once every 3 to 4 years and think that that's going to be enough, said the Spotify CEO. Well, former Dream Theater drummer Mike Portnoy was quick to respond online to Daniel Icke's comments with, quote, what a greedy little bitch. It's bad enough that he's worth billions based on stealing and giving away other musicians' music. But now he's suggesting we need to make, quote, more music for him to make more money. F Spotify and F Daniel Icke. And he also continued with, I have 8 full album releases in 2020 and will make peanuts on them, if anything at all. So his theory of artists needing to make more music to succeed is shit. F Daniel Icke and F Spotify. Support the artists directly if you want them to be able to continue to make music. Well, in 2017, Digital Music News went ahead and ranked several of the most prominent streaming music services in order of who currently has the best payout rate for artists. And the list does not shake out the way most of us probably assumed it would be. So let's share that chart, Marissa, because it's pretty alarming. So as you can see, if an artist or band wants to make minimum wage, that is $7.25 an hour, Apple Music requires 230,000 streams. Spotify requires 380,000 streams. YouTube requires 2.4 million streams. Marissa, I know we're starting to run out of time on that one, but quick thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'm with him. Spotify needs to turn around, pay more. Anybody who's doing the streaming platform need to pay more.
Absolutely. I think it's crazy. You guys saw the charts. We'll post it later on our Chris College Show Twitter page. For the second time in recent memory, an Iranian band has been jailed for playing metal, which the country considers to be, quote, satanic music. In 2016, Iran's Confess were arrested by the army of the Guardians of the Islamic Revolution and charged with blasphemy, advertising against the system, forming and running an illegal and underground band and recording label and a musical style considered to be satanic, writing lyrics that are anti-religious, political, and granting interviews to forbidden foreign radio stations. Now, Metal Ejection reports that members of the Iranian death metal band Arsams were arrested last month and, quote, charged with 15 years in jail for being a satanic metal band and being against the Islamic government, according to official government documents. The band is currently out on bail and awaiting trial. And listeners, this is no joke because the members of Confess are currently residing in Norway, where they've been granted asylum and may never be able to go home again, because last year, the Revolutionary Tribunal of Tehran sentenced the band members to a combined 14 and a half years in prison, with the frontman, Nakan Khosravi, also sentenced to 74 lashes. 74 lashes. That's no joke, because it's 2020, Marissa. I think it's kind of crazy that bands are being subjected to prison and lashes for their lyrical content and the genre of their music.
Yeah, and I think in being from America, we have this luxury that we forget. A lot of the world out there does not allow freedom of speech. There is no First Amendment right. People are being jailed. In Egypt, women are being jailed for showing TikTok videos that were salacious also. They're going against morals, even though nothing was really showing on their skin. You have the government's putting people away for lyrics, and it's wrong. It's wrong, but they're not in America. It's hard.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just unfortunate, especially when we want to all have our voices heard right now. And you would think that at least some news media outlets would be gravitating towards the story. Unfortunately, not even the music outlet, streams are even going to that extent. And I challenge every music outlet out there and publications, please do your part. I think this is a wonderful story from Metal Injection, and we'll be following it closely.